So now, ladies and gentlemen, live and in colour, it's Mr. Wayne Lovejuice.
The other day our producer Louis had a chat with an interesting chappie who said that the YouTube algorithms really aren't that happy. If a channel only broadcasts once a week, so we decided we could text ya whenever we've got a piece of news in our new book on the track extra. So, Richard, what do we have here?
We have more of Max's books. Max's books.
You mean books from Dr. Max? Dr. Max! Dr. Max! Dr. Max! Hey!
His books. His storybooks. Sharks and Rays.
Oh, that's nice.
I wonder if it's got Ray Reardon in it.
Or Ray Coleman. Or Ray Highsmith.
Or Ray Crash Corrigan from Kingdom Under the Sea.
Ray Highsmith is the name of the central character in the unreleased Lifehouse by The Who. And he was called Ray Highsmith, whose stage name was Ray High, and band were called The High. So you can see it's really basically just Pete Townsend being Pete Townsend.
Notebooks from New Guinea. Reflections on the nature and science from the depths of the rainforest. Now that looks interesting.
No, that does.
New Guinea is one of those places I really want to go, mainly to look for giant crocodiles and thylacines.
I think there's so much in New Guinea to look for. How big do you think the Salvadori monitor grows?
I think it can probably run up to about 23-25 feet, considerably bigger than the largest one we know of.
And that would be twice the size of the largest Komodo dragon then?
Yeah, but you've got to remember it's a much less bulky animal. It's most of its length is the tail, the long thin tail.
Okay, so what do we have next?
Fantastic book, only one of its kind, purely about the Own Pendact, written by somebody in the know who's been there 5 times and is about to go a 6th time.
Who's that?
Me, and I'm ace.
And we would like to point out that that's just a duplicate. Max isn't getting rid of Richard's books, he just happened to have more than one copy of some of them. Okay, what's next?
Invertebrate structure.
That's just war. By the way, guys, we're planning, because we haven't got room for all these books, so what we're going to do after having cherry-picked the ones we want for the CFZ library, we are going to have parcels of books available for researchers who want to get hold of some of these titles and haven't been able to. We are going to give them to bona fide researchers, and we're also going to be starting up the CFZ second-hand bookstore, so people can bring and buy, swap, pay for whatever different books on zoological and allied subjects. What we got there, Rich?
I've read and reviewed this one. It's Mammoth Resurrection of an Ice Age Giant. It's about trying to genetically resurrect mammoths. It's a very good one.
Okay, well I want to read that, so we'll...
The Guides to Cold Water Fishes.
Useful thing to have. We've got lots of books on tropical fish, but not so many on cold water ones.
African Genesis A personal investigation into the animal origins and nature of man.
Oh, who's that by? I've heard of
That is by Robert Ardrey. What year have we got? 1961.
Well, it sounds really
And it's got here, there's a great photo, I don't know if you can zoom in on that.
Yes.
That's a photo of an Astropithecus smoking a fag. See it?
Why?
It's also about the genesis and origin of tabs and smirking.
Which makes Australia... That's why the Australopithecines went extinct, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They all started smoking to impress the lasses.
And it went extinct. Fontana Bird Guide.
It's a nice little book.
Encyclopedia of Fishing.
Well, that'd be a very useful book to have. Yes.
Well, we could.
Thank you, Max.
We could come at it from a different angle.
Yes. There's a punchline there, Richard.
Bones of Contention. The Archaeopteryx Scandals.
Oh, brilliant! I wanted that book for a long time. Okay, give that one over to me. I'm putting it on the stuff I'm going to read very certainly. That is a really, really... do you remember the articles about that in 14 Times?
Yes. The Complete Encyclopedia of Terrariums.
Very useful thing to have.
Quick look in this one.
What, you hoping to find a pony in there?
A pony with a flannel.
This is possibly where it explains why people don't always understand what Richard and I are talking about, because sometimes we just talk private joke nonsense. And sometimes these private jokes spill out into the wider community.
This is one on religious birds. Birds of prey.
Oh dear God.
Millipedes and centipedes.
Oh, that's a nice thing to have. I quite like millipedes.
Scorpions.
They always give me the willies. I'm fascinated by them, but I never want to have one. They scare the buggery out of me.
The second edition of Last Chance to See, where Stephen Fry goes back and looks at all the animals.
Is that the one with the Douglas Adams?
Yes, Douglas Adams did it originally. He went around looking at very rare animals like the northern white rhinoceros, which is now functionally extinct. And Stephen Fry did a series where he followed in his footsteps many years afterwards.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that. I knew about the Douglas Adams one, which I've never read. And hopefully it might turn up in one of his boxes. 'Cause I'm quite a fan of Douglas Adams.
Natural History of Britain. A
Yeah.
shell book.
Oh, so it's only about bivalves?
Yeah. There's irony for you. Shell writing a book on environmental matters. Rocks and minerals.
Useful thing. Little books like that don't take up much room on the shelves, but they're useful things to have.
Better Care, with better spelt wrong.
You better, you better, you bet.
Armoured fighting vehicles. I suppose you'd keep fish in tanks.
Oh, Richard! I never knew. I've known Max since he was a boy, and I never knew he was interested in armoured fighting vehicles. I'll probably give that to Graham. It's the sort of thing Graham would find fascinating. What's that?
This is Going, Going, Gone. Animals and Plants on the Brink of Extinction and How You Can Help.
Very useful book.
Very nice photographs as well.
What's in there?
All sorts of things.
Such as?
Snow leopard, Seychelles Isles sheath-tailed bat, Philippine eagle owl, milky stork, little whirlpool ram's horn snail.
I like miscellany books like that cover a wide range of snippets. I like that. Okay, what else we got?
General Zoology of the Invertebrates.
Useful thing to have. It's not exactly going to be mass fun and entertainment, but...
Bonsai!
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
I love their tiny little trees.
What's that?
It's from the Monty Python song I Like Chinese, even though bonsai trees are from Japan and not China.
I've always found bonsai fascinating. Do you remember the bonsai kitten hoax?
Yes. Yeah. Animals of Kruger National Park. That looks good.
Yes, it does. So what else?
Hang on, I'm looking at this. It's interesting. Booger. It only. Oh no, it doesn't. I thought it only did mammals and birds, but it's got reptiles in as well. I hate it when things are too mammal centric.
Yeah, it annoys me when they don't have fish and invertebrates in as well.
Living Fossil, Story of the Coelacanth.
Oh, brilliant! Well, who wrote that one?
Keith S. Thompson.
Somewhere I've got a copy of Old Forelegs by Professor Smith, the guy who discovered it. And that's an amazing story.
Zoo Physiology and Ecology 9. It's in German, see? Inside Nature's Giants. That was a great series.
What was it about?
It was about dissecting large animals like whales and crocodiles and giraffes and things. They'd all died naturally, and they have a team in that comes in to dissect them. They did a great one on cassowaries. There's been a couple of series, I think, of it. And then they did a reconstruction of them, dissecting a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, a CGI one.
No, they built a full-size model.
That's fantastic. I've got to look out for that. So here we are. At the end of another box from Dr. Max. We'll be back with more boxes very soon.